what's going on, guys? I'm Pixel Dan, and some pretty big pre-Toy Fair news that I thought was worth talking about. I was getting ready to pack up and go. I'm actually flying out to New York tomorrow to get ready to cover New York Toy Fair. And as always, there's a bunch of leaks already online. There's a bunch of early news. A lot of the toy companies start breaking some of the news before the event even starts. That has become kind of the norm. But this little bit of news here was so big that I felt the need to actually sit down and record this video and talk about it. If you have not yet seen the news, it has been officially confirmed that Bandai America is no longer the master toy license holder for Power Rangers. This is a huge deal. So I'm going to go ahead and read you this article. So I first saw this news on Twitter thanks to Ranger Board, so I want to make sure to give a shout out to the proper sources. And the article that I'm getting ready to read to you guys actually comes from Power Rangers Now. I'm going to link that in the video description so you guys can go check that out for yourselves. But this is what the article says. After serving as the master toy license for Power Rangers since the franchise's inception all the way back in 1993, Bandai and Saban brands have agreed to mutually part ways. The agreement to not renew the partnership will become effective April 2019. So until then, Bandai will continue to support Power Rangers with the production of toys for Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel, as well as the 25th anniversary product. Bandai will continue to remain partnered with the toy company over in Japan for the Super Sentai series. So Bandai Japan is still going to actually produce the stuff for Super Sentai in Japan, which makes sense because I think they have heavy involvement with Super Sentai in general. But Bandai Japan and Bandai America, even though they kind of share a name, they're very separate companies. So Bandai America losing the Power Rangers license in the US, in the Western world, is actually a huge deal. I know I have a lot of Ninja Turtles fans that follow my channel, so to put it into perspective, if you're not a Power Rangers collector, this would be the equivalent of an announcement that Playmates Toys has lost the Ninja Turtles license. That has not happened, so don't misquote me there. I'm just trying to make a comparison to how this news would be, because Playmates has produced Ninja Turtles toys since Ninja Turtles toys existed. Bandai is the same way for Power Rangers. As long as there have been Power Rangers toys in the US, Bandai has been the company that has produced them. And that includes Power Rangers being owned by Saban, being sold to Disney, and then being sold back to Saban. Bandai's been there for the whole ride, and that's 25 years of Power Rangers toys, and suddenly they are no longer the master toy licensor for Bandai, and that is just kind of mind-blowing. That is a really, really crazy thing. That's a huge kind of deal, that's like big news in the world of toys. Now, personally, I'm not a huge Power Rangers collector, but this is the kind of thing that is very interesting to me, and I definitely like to keep tabs on. And I've definitely bought my fair share of Power Rangers toys over the years. So this puts a lot of questions out there. Now, it says that they are going to continue to release product until April 2019, which is when they officially lose the license. So I know there's probably a lot of questions out there with what's going to happen to the Legacy line. Is there going to be new stuff for the Legacy line, or things that were announced or were going to be announced? Does that mean they're canceled now? And the thing is we just don't know. We do not know what's going to happen with that stuff yet. And the other thing that really kind of makes sense now that I know this news, is Bandai is not actually going to be present at New York Toy Fair this year with a booth on the floor. All of us members of the press actually got a notification saying that Bandai would not have a booth presence this year and would not be taking any press appointments as a result. And I thought that was really kind of crazy. Now, they did this last year too. They had a booth presence last year, but they weren't accepting press last year. This year, they just straight up don't have a presence. No press, no presence. I think that they are going to be in like one of the license rooms or something, but no press whatsoever. No booth on the show floor, which means no product to show. And now that this news is out there, kind of makes sense, right? It clicks like, oh, well, I wouldn't want to have a booth either if I was losing pretty much my one major thing that we make. Power Rangers is pretty much what Bandai does. Now, I know they do other things, but like Power Rangers is what they're known for. That is like their property. So, future is in question for Power Rangers toys. Where do they go next? Heavy rumors, just rumors, no confirmation, but heavy rumors is already saying that Hasbro, yes, the big H, might actually be getting the Power Rangers license, and that's pretty crazy to think about. Now, Hasbro, of course, already has a pretty decent track record here with robots, considering they do Transformers. Look at everything they're doing with Marvel Legends, and think about Power Rangers done in that style. I mean, you're already thinking about some of the things that they could be doing with Rangers, and that is pretty exciting. But let me throw this out at you. We already know that Mattel has had some Power Rangers licensed stuff with their Imaginext line. Mattel, of course, owns Fisher-Price. Fisher-Price puts out the Imaginext line, and Imaginext has actually produced some of the most fun Power Rangers toys, in my opinion, in recent years. So, I don't know, maybe does that mean they're going to keep doing that kind of stuff? Does that mean there's more involvement? I don't know. Heavy rumors right now are saying Hasbro. I guess time will tell. I have no idea if Hasbro's going to make any sort of big bombshell announcement this weekend. I don't know if it's something that we're going to have to wait a while to see what happens, but needless to say, this is pretty big news. This is kind of a huge deal, even if you're not a Power Rangers collector. This is just one of those toy world shakeups that's really kind of interesting to witness, and it really makes me interested to see if we get any more news on this weekend at Toy Fair. So I'm gonna leave this up to you guys now to have some conversation. What do you think about this news? Are you a big Power Rangers collector? So are you being affected by this? Are you excited about this news? Are you upset about this news? Are you hoping it's going to Hasbro? What are your hopes for the line? Let's talk about it in the comments, guys. This is some pretty cool news. It's huge toy news right before Toy Fair starts. And hey, don't forget, my New York Toy Fair coverage is starting this weekend, so I will be there Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I got appointments through the whole weekend there. I'm going to be talking to a whole bunch of toy companies, so stay tuned right here to the Pixel Dan channel for all of your Toy Fair video coverage. Until next time, my friends.